Hello and welcome to another Let's Play, or side play, me, Game Wolf 6, of Since November. Before we start, if you're interested in playing this game, you can get it for free on itch.io. But if you want to support these people, well, I'm not sure if they have a Patreon. And, everybody has something somewhere, I guess. So, on the last side play, we went back to where we got a choice to be either with the ram or the bird. So we stayed with the bird, and he asked us to unalive him in Minecraft, which we helped him do that because he's just like, yeah, I don't want to wait. I just want to, be de-resed in Minecraft, and the time I am choosing, which is now. By you. I love you. It's like, okay. But then we had enough time, so we went back to where, the two groups split, and we stayed here, and we were chilling for a hot second talking about pizza before the bear's like, what happens if we never see them again? No, we're all going to unres or something like that. And then he stormed off and we had a panic attack. But then that person here like cuddled us, but then it's like, what do we choose? Do we stay with Naomi or do we find Val, the bear? And we're gonna go with the bear. Guys, we'll pick Naomi last, because I don't know. We'll see what she does. Reset face. And begin. Val. I'm not sure that's fair. Secure your own oxygen mask before assisting others, right? I stand, wobbling a bit, brush myself off. I flash her a quick smile. I'm sure I'll be right back. I set off as I burrow through the myriad tapestries surrounding our camp. Surrounding our camp, I hear it. It's so quiet, I almost think I imagine it. Of course he would. Once I'm back, out in the mall proper, I realize I still have no idea what I'm doing. Yeah, you and me both, brother. How do you track someone? When people do it in the movies, you just kind of accept it. Like, it's a normal verb to have. I just wander. Or something. It's around the time I get to the second floor that I realize just how drained I feel. It's been a rough few hours. Weeks. When was the last time that I felt normal? Uh-oh, de-resing. How long since the sky... Wait, is that a fire? I blink. There's a warm glow flickering deep behind one of the displays. A furniture store. The same one we stole the couch from. I approach the front door. I reflexively reach for the handle, only to find it hanging loose. Seeing the crated frame reminds me of when Charlie kicked through it. The door has no resistance left to offer when I push it open. The space within is poorly drawn. Is made uncanny in the dark. All of these displays of domesticity. The chairs and tables are arranged in vaguely logical configurations, but we'd expect to see more house. The pattern simply repeats in irritating variations. Yeah, I've been going to places like this. A reality that feels AI generated. Worse, they're all meant to draw me in, entice me, like a suspiciously placed chest in a video game that you're fairly sure has rows of teeth. I push past the menace of this vast, dark space in pursuit of that glow. I think I can see someone. Bumping into couches in the darkness, I make my way over. The lavender scent is the thing that I notice first. The scene that I find is rather dramatic. It's Val. The bear is sitting on an uncovered mattress in the semi-enclosed display room. He's clutching a globe, lit only by a flat-screen television that's set to display a fake fireplace. And he's crying. Val? He notices me then, but he shies away, mashing his face into the sphere. His breath is all wet gasps. I suddenly feel like I'm intruding here. I can't leave you alone. Wait, leave you alone? No. The word explodes out of him. No, please. He's reached a point where he's too pathetic for embarrassment. Come here. Contrary to my words, I'm the one who walks over to him. I lean over and pull him into an awkward hug, where he sits with his ball, pressing his face against my shoulder. We stay there for a while. We ride it out together. He is the one that finally pulls away. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. It's fine. He shoved me into the couch. I think I'll live. His mouth opens, but he stops himself. I can tell from the hurt in his eyes that he chose not to point out. Wade chose not to point out. I just really wouldn't believe that we'd keep the group together. I shrug. Charlie's an asshole. It is what it is. It just feels so final. Like, that was it. Why can't anyone else feel that? I mean, how do you even find anyone anymore? No one has ever come back. It's like they're already gone. Maybe they are. I don't really know what's happening anymore. I don't understand why anyone would leave. If if we don't have each other, what else is there to live for? It's like I'm watching my world get smaller and smaller, and nothing I can do to stop it. I'm powerless. I don't know what to say. I want to offer platitudes to reassure him, but he's right. The world is ending. Everything is futile, and we're running out of time. There are a lot of people that we'll never see again, and more that we'll never get to do. Val is staring down the globe in a profound sense of loss. I never found love. I always thought there'd be more time, you know? They told us there would be someone for everyone, but he sighs, running his fingers across the globe. Where? Where's my wolf? I sit down beside him. A cheap mattress groans beneath our weight. I spot a candle from earlier, nursing a flame. Also, why a wolf? It's tough. It's a real meat market, putting yourself out there over and over again. I kinda burned out myself. I dream about him. Really? Yeah, don't laugh. He's an Arctic wolf with big, broad shoulders and a soft belly. He's super into fitness, so he takes me on these really long nature hikes. And we just talk the whole time. He loves to cook. He doesn't see my anxiety as a burden. He just takes the lead, and we dance. He's good to me, not because he shames me into changing, but because that's just how he is. He makes me feel like I'm enough. God, an adult, right? It's fucked up how you get older and you don't feel any different. You just feel old and useless. Yeah, why do you have to cut me? And then there's people who seem to just slot right into the world. Like they know who they are. Like they were made right. The globe drops to the floor. I thought that was my thing. I was like, fuck, what happened? Which bounces once. It collides with the television, bringing it crashing down. Fao doesn't even flinch. He just groans, let himself fall back onto the bed. I bet he's real. I bet he's real, and he's falling asleep right now, in the arms of his pup troop, he just railed mercilessly for hours, while showering them in compliments. Damn, the legend grows. Believing in him is the easy part. The hard part is telling myself he'd bother with me. He runs his fingers through his hair, massaging his scalp. Oh, you're not so bad. I, I don't know if anyone actually as put together as they look. Oh yeah? What did you hope for in a boyfriend? I don't know. Large? Warm? That's it? Sure, I guess. It's all negotiable, really. Like, I've fucked. I've been fucked. I've been on dates. I've been to parties. But ultimately, when everyone turns in for the night, when they retreat, I'm alone. It do be like that. You're not alone. I'm not, but I am. It's weird being in a room full of people you like, but still being lonely. It do be like that. Sometimes it feels like everyone is the most important person in someone else's life. And then it comes down to it. When it comes down to it, I'm not. They all leave me for each other. And it hurts. And now, I guess I never will be that person. Like I was a background character, the neighbor in some sitcom, my entire life. So, yeah. I guess on some instinctive level, I just want to feel warm. As far as everything else goes, surprise me. I lay down on the bed to support me, stretching out. It's not like I don't have standards or whatever. It's just, why specify? I don't care what the job is, or what color fur. I just want him to love me, and I want to believe him. You're not wrong. We lay there in silence, lost in the lives that we never had. Until I feel a shift beneath me. Val rolls over to look me in the eye. You know. He hesitates, like he's afraid of something. We're so close, I can feel his breath on my nose. We could, if you want to, we could pretend. Together. What are you saying? There's desperation in his eyes. I mean, we could be warm together, tonight. I want you to woo me. I stare back at him, at his big, goofy snout, at where the tears had marked the fur on his eyes. Why the fuck not? I kiss him, and he kisses me. I grab the back of his head and pull him deeper. He rolls onto me, and I feel all of his weight pushing me down onto the cratered mattress. I envelop him, his hunger. And I might just put my thing here just in case. As our tongues twist and we grind, we grow against our... Oh. That's the last bit. May I? He unzips me, pulling the length 3 from the strained prison. I feel a cold snout, and he takes a long, deep drag, as if he'd been starving for air. You're the most important person in the world, Jack. I shudder, and he oohs, gripping the sheets. It's too much. I can't help myself. After a moment, I ooh. Hanging, naked and every part of this huge bear reacts as I run, a marathon, let's say. Ooh. Harder and louder. He calls me his wolf. I snarl. Bed creaks. We wake the dead. I gasped. I stink. He begs. I stink, because I'm stinky. It's just in. Everything's fine. Oop. Just, go back so that we can see stuff. Globe on fire. How about yours? Oh, he woos. He smashes his thing. She just watches television. End of world. Hyena. Oh, we're only 13 minutes? I thought it was gonna be a bit longer. You know? But it do be like that sometimes. But let me just check over here for one thing. Okay. We'll look at all this boring ending stuff later. But for now, we're gonna reset our face because we turned around. And be with Val just watching television. Or Naomi. Nomi? Man, I don't know. Maybe he needs some time alone. He knows where we are, but if we move, then he won't anymore. I feel like that's not your actual reasoning. She groans, her silhouette lit by the wavering glow of the television. Everyone's a mess. I'm not saying ignore it, but it's just so much to take on. If you do it every time, you'd end up following Charlie into traffic or something. We've all had a week. Sometimes you just gotta stop and watch TV. I shrug. I don't know. Weren't we just wasting time here? Wasting time? She scoffs. Like, it's ours to keep. And I bit my tongue, bugger. She mumbles it out, eyes still on the television. The actors on the screen are all crowding around a black obelisk of some kind. A familiar song plays. Yet another movie that stops in its tracks to parody the Space Odyssey scene. You know, in the original Kubrick film, the apes basically discovered technology for the first time. I mean, wasn't that it? They pick up bones, use them as weapons, and then that's it. We became people. The ape throws the bone into the air, and then Kubrick cuts directly to the nuclear-launched satellite thousands of years later. It's like he's saying that after that first step, inventing Doomsday was inevitable. It was what we are. Huh. I never actually saw 2001. You should you should get to it. She's silent for a moment, working something over. Remember the zoo? What? You know, the one where the guy has sex with a horse? Is that that movie or documentary? I've never actually seen it. I'm caught off guard by the topic. The zoo? Or the zoo. I guess. I only ever went there once back at school. Oh, right. She seems delighted all of a sudden. Oh, you get that. It's like, I don't know what we are. Your parents totally had come to pick you up because you wouldn't stop crying. Dude, I was like 8. And anyways, animals are fucking weird. They look exactly like us. I don't want to think about it. What? It's the best part. Okay, I guess they freak people out a little bit. I get it. Also, man, see that cute little guy right there, just like, aw, too bad it's the end of the world. But, like, why not embrace it? I think I ended up going back every year since. It's like, there's a connection there. I can feel it. A connection. Yeah, like, when I look at bat cages, I can picture my family. But better? I think people watch animals and think, that's it? When they see what they do all day. They just lie there for the most of their time, until they get hungry, or they play. But I think that's it. The entire appeal of the animal world, a wild animal, is that they're not gonna ever stop to check their iPhone. I guess? A family of ferals doesn't know what a libertarian is. They don't get into arguments about gender. They don't have credit card debt. They can't understand something like climate change. They don't know that they're gonna die soon. I mean, sometimes they do, I guess. I mean, that's why when an animal's like close to death, they kinda usually just kind of go away. I see her tense up. Right. They probably already got used to the color of sky. Forgot it ever looked that any other way. The sword of Damocles only holds power if you can see it. I don't think that's what the story's about. She shrugs. Call it a salient rhyme. That's not... Sure. The conversation lulls. I resign myself to the glow of the television. Until... Jack? She sounds small. Yeah? I want you to forget me. What do you mean by that? I just think it would be better, you know? Are you still high? Stop staring at me. You know what? Never mind. Just watch the movie. I drop it. Maybe I shouldn't have. The screen takes over again for a while. Jesus, I don't remember movies being like this back then. She doesn't need me to elaborate. That was movies in the 90s all the time. Homophobia, body shaming, lots of sexism. Like when those guys have sex with the clowns in that clown movie that has aliens. It just comes across as cruel. Like they're insecure, angry. If I was in a movie back then, it would be exclusively It would be exclusively so that they could reveal that I have a dick, and then proceed to throw up over that grand revelation for the next 5 minutes, kind of like an Ace Ventura. I think that was in that movie. It's hard to pretend that I care about talking about the movie. There's one thing we're trying not to talk about, which of course means that's all that I'm really gonna think about. I give in. What do you think will happen? Doesn't matter. I'm pretty sure it's the most important thing in history. It kinda matters. Nothing matters. And I guess nothing matters now. If nothing matters now, then maybe it never mattered to begin with. How could it? You don't mean that. You can't just work backwards from the end and declare society pointless. I sure can. It's easy. She makes up a show of giving herself a nice, long stretch, her wings on full display. I hear a few things pop. Okay, I get why you're binging 90s stuff. It's nostalgic. But why us in pop synth purgatory? None of us were even alive in the 80s. You can't be nostalgic for a time you never had. That doesn't make any sense. Who the fuck ever healed from things making sense? I know. Dadism is like 100 years old, or Dadaism. World War I gave us unfortunate suffering and waste, so you put a urinal in an art museum. Sometimes you just gotta shit and roll with it, or in it. You make art sound like it's some kind of self-care. That's actually just self-harm. What else is there left to do? God, John Lennon hits differently today, huh? Imagine all the people living for today. Imagine that there's no countries. It isn't hard to do. I'm gonna lay in a mattress till world peace happens. Maybe it's better this way. It's not. You sure? Of course it's not. Dunno. I feel like we lived wrong. We could have been like pharaohs. But we went and gave ourselves feudalism and slavery and capitalism. The worst thing. And we called it all progress while we hurt ourselves. Because, hey, life expectancy went up. I mean, who would you choose to live forever if the price was you spent it all in a cubicle? Yeah? Seriously? Yeah. I guess I could never agree when people said that life is beautiful because it's short. Life is just beautiful. The rest feels like cope. If I had 500 years of drudgery, well, maybe I'd find nirvana in the meantime, or whatever. One must imagine Sisyphus is happy. She stares ahead, considering it. Sisyphus. Dude was boiled down to one action. Now that's feral. I pop my lips. Then, I guess you're full of shit. What? You said it yourself. All of your simple life talk assumes that life has inherent value, so it doesn't make sense that we're better off gone. Pfft, I feel like you cheated. But whatever. You show me someone who is ideologically consistent, and I'll show you someone who's dead. Ooh, tiebreaker. I win. I don't think we're tied, buddy. Nuh-uh, I'm taking it. You're gonna have to show recipes if you want to integrate. Receipts if you want to integrate. Oh, I'll come up with something. The fat man falls over. The camera lingers on him in a way that indicates this is meant to be a funny joke. He tries to get back up. He's unsuccessful. Hey, you've seen this one before. How does it? Oh, I guess our thing is just we just sit there and watch shows about fat people falling over. Is there gonna be other people's things, or was that it? Yeah, I guess that was it for them. It's depressing because things are depressing. I don't know. I'm feeling good right now. Maybe it's because I'm not drinking too hard recently, except for a couple of days ago, but that's something else, you know? But, yeah. That's going to be the end of this quick look, or side play, and series, because, you know, we just did the things. Everybody's stuff. Full perp. Prop. So, comment, guys, like, comment, send you like, dislike, tips, tricks, always. If you like my YouTube and like to grow, then please like, subscribe it. He's finally asleep. Then please like, subscribe, and check out the videos epic, and please don't spend your name, must help control the pet population. About fucking time. That was bad. I don't blame him. It's a lot to hold in all at once. We're fucked. I don't want him to go through that again. Not really up to you, is it? Well, maybe we could keep him distracted. Distracted. Sure, we've got this whole place to ourselves, right? Let's get cozy. New rule. No harshing the vibes. I think I can get on board with that. Why not, I guess. I hope you enjoyed my first visual novel. It's been a stressful month, I bet. I've had a lot of thoughts, but I really want to focus on one. Please keep making queer art. Pour yourself into it. Well, I'm not making queer art, but I'm, commissioning queer art. Make it cozy, or miserable, or important, or stupid, but always indulgent. Oh, I am indulgent. Make it for yourself. Never underestimate how meaningful that can be to others. This is goodbye for now. We'll get through this together. What, the current administration? Oop, oop. I had to go click away from that just in case the game was like, oh, and then, or OBS was like, and then we're going to show you the viewers Game of Steam page. And, stuff like that. I guess I'll take that out of side plays and put it in the done section. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Let's see, struggling dates. Oh yeah, I guess it did was like, do that stuff. Intro to Slayo. Wow, we do have quite a few side plays. I was like, we don't have a lot of side plays, but it's like, oh yeah. We got Glory Hounds episode 2. Why is Help Me Date Your Dad? The thing, because we did end it, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure we ended that thing. Maybe that was supposed to go into the finished thing or on hold. What do we want on side plays? There was the thing since November goes unfinished. The day when all went wrong, said Leo, chuckling Tates. Oh yeah, the other timelines of that. Oh, good things. And vessels. I'd like to do that, but I have to wait for like what is it, arches to get less stuff, and then do that. And it's at 36, and the lowest we got is like 19. Let's count long cheats, but I feel like long cheats I don't have to do too much because that's like something that I'll just put on a bunch of podcasts on if I'm backed up on that, and then listen to things while I tell my guys to go across Caldera or whatever the fuck, and not have my little guy right there animating so I can be like nom nom or drinking Coke, a cola that doesn't have any Coke. Is that why they called it Coke? Coca-Cola because it had cocaine in it? Did Coca-Cola have cocaine in it? Uh, I know that Coca-Cola had cocaine in it, but it'd be kind of interesting it to be like, is Coca-Cola or Coke named after the fact that it had Coke in it? I don't know. Whatever. If you want to play the game we just finished and see the uwu scene, then, hitch-io. Anyways, spay your animals. Thanks and see ya. F9.